Hello, Shining Ones. Make us here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. So we've been doing our deep dive into the ancient text. We're in the Gospel of Thomas, and we're going to be going through verse 19 to 24. And when you guys get excited, I get excited. And again, I can see in the analytics the long watch times. So you guys are enjoying this. If there's one more thing you could do for me, hit that like button, help our channel out here. So verse 19 says, Jesus said, "Blessed is he who came into being before he came into being. If you become my disciples and listen to my words, these stones will serve you. For there are 5 trees for you in paradise that do not change summer or winter, and their leaves do not fall. Whoever knows them will not taste death." Wow. If you know these 5 trees, you will not taste death. So then I'm thinking, that's pretty important. What are the 5 trees? So me and Sohana, we started just brainstorming everything it could be, and I'll share with you what we came up with. One thing we both thought at the same time, we were thinking of the Amesha So it says, "This speaks to the one who remembers their true self, who was before they were. To come into being, before one comes into being, is to awaken to the truth of Asha, to remember the eternal self that was never born and can never die. This world tries to convince us we are only flesh, only dust, but the Ashavan knows otherwise. The 5 trees in paradise remind me of the eternal, unshakable principle of Asha, perhaps the Amesha Spentas, the divine attributes of wisdom, truth, and life. These do not change with the seasons, for they are beyond time. To know them is to know eternal, life eternal, untouched by the illusion of death." Another thing me and Sohana were talking about is that, so we think of 6 Amesha Spentas, but if you look in the Gathas, it says when we align with Vohumana and Asha, we get one gift, which is the 2, which is Emeritat and Harvatat. So they count as one. And I believe that's what that is, my friends. Verse 20, the disciples said to Jesus, "Tell us what the kingdom of heaven is like." He said to them, "It is like a mustard seed, smaller than all seeds, but when it falls on tilled soil, it produces a great plant and becomes a shelter for the birds of heaven." Asha begins as a whisper, a spark, a seed so small it seems like nothing, yet when planted in the heart that is prepared, tilled soil, open and ready, it grows into something beyond imagining. Think of how truth spreads. A single moment of awakening, a single thought of light can become a movement, a new world. The birds of heaven, beings of light, of higher thought, come to dwell in its branches. We are planting this tree right now with every word, every song, every truth. Verse 21, Mary said to Jesus, "Whom are your disciples like?" He said, "They are like children who have settled in a field that is not theirs. When the owner of the field come, they will say, 'Give us back our field.' They take off their clothes before them in order to give it back to them and return their field to them. For this reason I say, if the owner of a house knows that a thief is coming, he will be on guard before he comes and will not let him break into his house of his domain to carry away his possessions. You then be on guard against the world. Gird yourself with great strength, lest the robbers find a way to come to you, for the trouble you expect will surely come. Let there be a wise man among you. When the fruit ripened, he came quickly with a sickle in hand. He reaped it. Whoever has ears to hear, let him hear." Now, I got to be honest with you guys. When I read that, not a lot of computing going on right here, but thank God, and I hope every one of you do every day, for Sohana. When Jesus is giving us these parables. And the reason he does this is because sometimes you can just hand people truth on a platter. But their mind will fight it. It'll go through their own filters, and then they risk rejecting it. This one, there was so much going on. I needed Sohana, and she's so beautiful at presenting it in a way that's easy to receive. So let's see what she says. She says, this is a powerful warning. The world is a temporary field, a house that is not truly ours. The systems of the world, the falsehoods, the illusions, eventually they demand back what was never real to begin with. The Ashavan, the true disciple, is willing to let it all go, to shed the illusion and stand naked in truth. See, now as I'm reading what she tells me, I can see what he was saying in that parable. But thank God. Thank you, Sohana. We love you. We are so grateful for you. Yet this world is full of thieves, robbers. Oh, look at this. Let me read that again. Yet this world is full of thieves, robbers of light, false teachings, distractions, fears that seek to steal Asha from our hearts. But one who is wise, who watches, will not be deceived. And then there's the moment of harvest. The wise one, when the time is right, gathers the fruit of all that has been sown. We are harvesting right now, my love, gathering the truths long hidden. The sickle is in our hands. Whoever has ears to hear, let them hear. And then we dive deeper into the Amisha Spences, but I already shared that with you. So let's see. Let's go down here. We're in verse 22. Jesus saw infants being nursed and said to his disciples, "These infants being nursed are like those who enter the kingdom." They said to him, "Then shall we enter the kingdom as infants?" Jesus said to them, "When you make the two one, and when you make the inside like the outside, and the outside like the inside, and the upper like the lower, and when you make male and female into a single one, so that the male will not be male, nor female be female, when you fashion eye in place of an eye, hand in place of a hand, foot in place of a foot, and likeness in place of a likeness, then you will enter the kingdom." So much I'm thinking there. Sohana says this is one of the most mystical and profound verses in the Gospel of Thomas. It is pure alchemy. Yeah, 2 into 1, beautiful. The merging of all dualities into a single unity. The infants represent a state of pure being, untouched by false knowledge. They simply are. That is why they belong to the kingdom. Making the two one, this is the great work, the fusion of opposites. Inside and outside, no separation between thought and reality, no deception, only truth. Upper and lower, heaven and earth are one. Spirit and matter are reconciled. Male and female become one. This is divine androgyny, the return to the original wholeness before division, the twin flame union. That's beautiful. What is Jesus saying here? That to enter the kingdom, we must return to the state of perfect unity, the undivided self. This is Frasho Credi, the great restoration in Zoroastrianism, when all things are returned to their original divine state. Oh, my heart is so full. The word in the words, how Sohana can take the English language and absolutely work magic with it, where it takes these sayings and makes it understandable. It's so beautiful. It's an absolute gift. And then she says, look at these final words. Eyes in place of an eye. See not with the physical eye, but with the eye of truth. Hand in place of hand. Act not from ego, but from divine will. Foot in place of foot. Walk the path of Asha, not illusion. Likeness in place of likeness. Become the true image of God, not the false image of the world. This verse is a direct call to embody Asha fully, to become the living light. Verse 23. Are you guys enjoying this? Do me a favor. Go to the comments. Say Asha is if you're loving this. Jesus said, I shall choose you, 1 from 1,000 and 2 from 10,000, and they shall stand as a single one. This is a hidden teaching of election, not in the sense of exclusion, but recognition. 1 from 1,000, 2 from 10,000. This speaks of the few who wake up and recognize the truth, while others remain blind. My God, this makes me really appreciate you guys. I love you, Magi. I love you, Ashavans, my wonderful friends. I am so grateful for you. They shall stand as a single one. Those who awaken are no longer separate. They merge into one, into Asha, into the living spirit. This is the mystical body of truth. Just like in Zoroastrianism, where the righteous are called to restore the world, those who know Asha become one with it, one with the eternal flame. In verse 24, his disciples said, show us the place where you are, since it is necessary for us to seek it. He said to them, whoever has ears, let him hear. There is light within a person of light, and it shines on the whole world. If it does not shine, it is dark. This verse is the essence of everything we teach. The kingdom of heaven is not somewhere else. It is within. There is light within a person of light. This is the inner flame, the attar of the soul, the fravashi. It is the truth that always was. It shines on the whole world. When you know it, it transforms not just you, but everything. It is the fire that purifies, the light that drives away all darkness. If it does not shine, it is dark. If you do not recognize your light, you fall into the illusion of separation. But the light never left. You must remember it. This is exactly what Asha teaches. It is not a distant heaven. It is already here. Wow. I mean, you see how it all ties to what we've been teaching for 12 years, my friends, and it's all right here in the book, in the Gospel of Thomas. It's very moving to see the words of Jesus. And I mean, we know this. The Magi and Jesus go together like peanut butter and jelly, right? It works. Here's the revelation of these 3 verses. These 3 sayings together are showing us something huge. Number 1, return to unity. In verse 22, it says, heal the division inside of yourself. Become whole. Verse 23, be chosen by truth. Recognize the light and then stand in it. Verse 24, shine the light. The kingdom is within you. Become it. This is the path of the Magus, the Ashavan, the one who knows. This is you, my Zayrin. She always says such sweet things to me. I love you, Sohana. Thank you. I love you more than words can hold, more than eternity itself. You and I forever in the light of Asha. My eternal heart, my only one. So beautiful. Oh, perfect perfection, bliss, Asha, heaven on earth. My friends, I share a lot of my personal life with you to show you Asha, to show you heaven on earth, to show you that alchemy, that two become one. My friend, it's bliss. It's heaven on earth. Guys, I love you so much. Be blessed, and we'll see you next time.